What's up everybody, it's Sean here, back today to give you a review of the Sachs NikeCraft general purpose shoe in this participation colorway. So the story behind the shoe is quite interesting. Last year in 2025, NikeCraft and Sachs dropped their ISRU app, and they held a summer camp where users of the app had an opportunity to participate in certain challenges and then upload proof of completion onto the app where you were given points. And then by the end of the summer, users that had met a certain threshold of those points were given access to purchase the Mars Yard 3.0. But as you know, the demand for that shoe was absolutely through the roof. And with only a limited amount of pairs available, that means there was a lot of losers left behind. So the solution to that was offering this shoe as a pre-order, which they officially called the participation shoe, but within the culture it's often given the nickname the loser shoe. So this is a silhouette that we've seen before many times in the past. It's the general purpose shoe, but unlike those past colorways, these were only available for those that were participating in the summer camp, that had racked up points. They had to have not been successful in purchasing the Mars Yard 3.0. So that's where I fell into. I didn't hit on the Mars Yards through the app, so as a consolation prize, I pre-ordered these. So these were pre-ordered back in October, and they retailed for $110 US, which is roughly 155 Canadian dollars converted. The colorway for this shoe is light bone and soft yellow. And fast forward to July of 2026, the pairs were finally manufactured and delivered to the users. So taking a deep dive into the details of the shoe, like any other GPS, the upper of the shoe is crafted out of this tightly woven textile, which is said to still retain its breathability, but at the same time preventing water from seeping in. Overlaid on top of the toe box, we have this asymmetrical overlay, which almost feels like it's painted on and has a bit of a rubbery feel to it. This gives it a little bit more durability. And then surrounding the front toe cap, we have this genuine suede, which is done in this medium gray shade. This same suede covers the eyelets of the shoe, and then underneath this, fused on top of the textile, we have this yellowish toned Nike swoosh. When you look at the medial side, we also have a swoosh here, but in addition, we also have this branding with Sachs NikeCraft ISRU branding, along with a reference to the summer camp that we all participated in. Surrounding the heel, we have more genuine suede. And then debossed onto the top of the suede, we have that ISRU branding, along with this red colored woven pull tab. In terms of laces, this pair only comes with one lace option, and they're a flat style lace done in that same faded khaki-ish gray color. Underneath this, the tongue is covered in a layer of foam, and then on top of the foam, we have this very airy and light mesh. On the top of the tongue, we have another woven tag here, along with this tag with NikeCraft ISRU branding. And here's a look at the back of the tag as well. And you'll see how the inner collar of the shoe, this is covered in a microfiber liner which feels very soft to the touch, and this is also visible on the outside of the shoe just around the ankle collar area. In addition to this, we also have these large heel pillows which gives you additional support and lockdown along the backside of the shoe. And then for the insoles, these come with their standard foam lined insole. It's mesh lined on top, and pressed onto the heel we have NikeCraft and ISRU co-branding. So the upper of this shoe sits atop this rubber cupsole, which is painted in this vintage looking cream color. Encased within the cupsole, there is a layer of foam. This is where the majority of the comfort of the shoe is coming from. And then on the bottom of the shoe, here we have a black rubber outsole, and it has this waffle style traction pattern all throughout, along with NikeCraft branding visible on the heel. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this shoe. For those wondering about how these fit, to me these fit like my other general purpose shoes, so I feel like they run a little bit long lengthwise. I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, but because of how the access to the shoe was given on the app, you didn't have a choice of what size you'd be getting, so I was locked into my true size, which is a size 10. So in a perfect world, I'd prefer to go down to a 9.5. Like I mentioned, this shoe runs long. So by going a half size down, for me at least, it gives my foot more of that snug, secure one-to-one fit. Going true to size, it left me just over a thumb's width space between the top of the shoe and the top of my toe. For a lot of people, that's fine. And if you don't mind more of a spacious, roomy toe box, then by all means go true to size. But if you're like me and you like more of that exact one-to-one fit, where it's more like an index finger's width space between the top of the shoe and your toe, then I'd go a half size down. Comparing these to, for example, the bricolage colorway that I reviewed not too long ago, those for some reason just had more of a snug fit overall, but these ones fit like all the other colorways I bought in the past. So again, to be safe, you can go true to size with these, but if you don't have a really wide foot and you like more of a tighter fit in the toe, then go half size down. Moving on to the comfort, so I know some people say that these are really uncomfortable. For me personally, I don't find that they're that bad. Like I mentioned, within this rubber cupsole, there is this thick layer of foam, and your foot basically sits directly on top of it. So I feel like while it's not the most comfortable model out there, for an everyday casual use shoe, the comfort is okay. It still is more on the minimalistic side and a little bit more on the firm side, but the upper of the shoe is quite lightweight, and you can feel your foot, especially the heels, really sinking into that foam layer. So while they might not be everyone's cup of tea, again, I don't think they're bad. I have the Studio colorway that's literally by the door. They're really beat, but it's a shoe I wear a lot. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship, so first off, the material quality is just like any other GPS. It's a mix of textiles, some synthetic materials, but again, they utilize actual genuine suede, which is great to see. So the materials I wasn't mad at, and I thought the overall build wasn't bad either. The biggest issue I had is that some of the suede layers, they didn't seem to be lined up or cut perfectly, with certain areas being a little bit taller and other areas being a little bit shorter. That was my biggest gripe, but other than that, I thought these were fine from an actual construction perspective. So with all that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up, and I'll show you guys how these look. For me, I think this is a great shoe to kind of commemorate the experience of the NikeCraft Tom Sachs summer camp. As a shoe itself though, in terms of the colorway, I think it's a little bit redundant if you own a pair of the OG Studio colorway. I know there's some differences, but I don't really see the need to own both. For me, I'm gonna be choosing the Studio colorway 9 times out of 10 over these. So while it's a nice story, and again, a great way to remember summer 2025 where we were throwing toilet paper balls into basketball nets and running laps around the neighborhood, I don't know if that would justify me wanting to actually keep this shoe in my collection. So leave your thoughts down below, let me know what do you guys think about this Tom Sachs NikeCraft general purpose shoe in this participation or loser colorway. What are your overall thoughts on this pair? Were you someone like me and did you do the pre-order on the app? And if you did, now that you have them in hand, what do you think of them? Do you think this is something that you would wear and keep in your collection? Or are you looking to offload it or trade it for something else? Leave your comments below, and as usual, if you guys enjoyed this review, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I'll link my socials down below, so give me a follow there too. And as always, thanks for your support, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in my next video.